Hello everyone, I would like to present you my lesson plan Come to Get Me. I designed these 3-day activities for the third graders, and the lesson I hope students will be able to develop a computational thinking skill by using Dash, the robot, and Blockly, the app, of course. And students will collaborate with classmates to get a hand on some basic functions by creating a performance, and then you will get more the detail later. So in this lesson, there are many subjects involved. For example, like ELA, math. If the student they would like to design and make dash turn around, they have to figure out how many degrees they have to program. And art, if we really they like to design some accessories for dash, of course, and computer science. For applied knowledge, I hope students they can have a little bit of knowledge about the plot Home Alone, because I hope students they can design some program to protect themselves or to help their friends, something like that. And also students have to know the basic functions on the app. Students understand the decomposing the movement could help them to create more human-like action. And students also understand the programming process and the importance of collaboration. So here I also list some the standard in terms of ELA the learning and science education, computer science education. So in this lesson, I hope my students they can meet the objectives. For example, they can create a very short piece of creative writing, and will identify the situation that needs a loop block, and also be able to apply the recording to explain in a more intriguing way. So there are not so many materials required here, just Dash, Blockly, and some DIY materials. So the challenging the scenario, I think the student they can think about just like the Kevin in Home Alone. Sometimes we have to do some crazy things to protect ourselves or our friend maybe. So I would like to invite my student. They have to create this kind of plot, including the scene, and try to use their imagination to team up a story and have Dash as their main character to demonstrate the performance. So since I mentioned the 3 days activities, the day 1 I will play the trailer of Home Alone only just 2 minutes in class to recall their memory and encourage students to think about how to protect themselves when they were in that kind of situation. I think it's also very important for knowledge to know how to survive. And then I will divide students into small group and hand out the graphic organizer. So I designed a very easy one here, and then each of them they can discuss what kind of a role they would like to take, because it's kind of a differentiated instrument. So students they can pick up which kind of work they prefer with their confidence. Okay, so I also set the rubrics, so they can also follow the rubrics to meet their standard, to understand what direction I hope they can, meet, what kind of criterion. Okay, so back to here. In the beginning, when I hand out the graphic organizer, I will, demonstrate how to fill the paper. It's kind of a gradual, releasing the responsibility to the student, and it's also very useful the teaching theory. And the day 2, students have to design. And I will of course provide some assistance. And if they need some DIY materials to decorate a dash, of course they are valuable. There's lots of material there. And then the day 3, each team they have to perform in front of the class, and they can also share their experience and get some the feedback from the class. So the formal and informal assessment, just as I mentioned, the rubrics and the graphic organizer. And also the film part of the plot in this story. So maybe that's not the whole story, but it can also demonstrate what my temptation. So thank you for your watching.